breaking news from RTV6.
And we're following the latest developments in that deadly accident involving NASCAR champion and Columbus, Indiana native Tony Stewart. A New York sheriff says there is no probable cause to file any criminal charges at this point. You watched that announcement live on RTV6 and our RTV6 app. But the investigation into Saturday's crash is still open, and the sheriff says they will continue looking at evidence.
The office of sheriff continues to look for any additional information that may be out there regarding videos or eyewitness accounts. We have 2 videos that have been reviewed, and we are actively seeking, besides internal staff, to analyze. We're looking also for persons outside that are familiar with racing, that are familiar with dirt racing, that can help us review and analyze these tapes to hopefully clearly understand the crash and determine as much facts as we can.
The county coroner has determined the cause of death to Ward was massive blunt force trauma.
Meanwhile, investigators in upstate New York are poring over this video posted online showing Kevin Ward Jr. apparently trying to confront Stewart for bumping him out of a dirt track race in upstate New York. Ward is then run over by the NASCAR superstar. Now, this video has since been taken down from YouTube. Officials have questioned Stewart twice since Saturday's accident, trying to determine exactly what happened and how much Stewart saw on the dimly lit racetrack.
Visibility of a race car driver is so much different than the perspective you and I get in our passenger vehicles. They can't see the whole horizon. They can see enough of what they need to see. What Tony could see on Saturday night, only he knows.
Stewart has apologized for the tragic accident. He did not race at Watkins Glen the next day, and just today he announced he will not race on Saturday at the Plymouth Speedway in northern Indiana. An autopsy today shows Ward died of massive blunt force trauma. His family has asked for privacy as they grieve. USAC officials based in Speedway are analyzing the video, trying to learn from the crash. They say incidents like this don't occur when racing rules are followed. RTV6 reporter Chance Walser joins us live outside USAC headquarters in Speedway with their reaction. Chance?
Saturday's race was not a USAC-sanctioned event, but officials here are still looking into the crash to educate drivers and improve safety. USAC President Kevin Miller calls this a freak occasion involving a high-profile name.
You know, I've been in USAC for 7 years, and I've never seen or heard of an example like that.
The video shows a young but talented Kevin Ward Jr. spinning out during a race in New York. He apparently blames Tony Stewart and gets out of his car to confront him.
It just reinforces the policies, the rules that we have in place. You know, stay with the car until the safety crews arrive. That's so critical, and one that will, I'm sure, will be refreshed at races around the country this week.
Miller won't speculate on Stewart's intentions, but he does say sprint car designs make for a small field of vision.
The field of visions are very, very narrow in a sprint car, and you add a wing on top of it, it even reduces it further. Most people may not realize that you don't turn your head, you have a head restraint on.
USAC's president says they will look at and learn from this video, working with drivers and officials to keep safety as the top priority.
We have to be the kind of sanctioning body that reminds our drivers that this sport is dangerous. And here, these are examples we have to point to ensure the longevity and safety in our sport.
And Miller doesn't expect this crash to affect fan or driver attendance at any future USAC races. We're live at Speedway. Chance Walser, RTV6.